Live. So I'm gonna be practicing the towers. Also, as I mentioned before, there's only one tower left to be in this area, technically. Ooh. Oh, okay, it's gone. Not sure how you get that death effect. It's probably in another area. Might be zone 2. Anyway, I started streaming a little early. The goal for this stream is to practice some of the more important towers. Wanky strategy, once again, I've beaten it like 15 times, now 16, so, you know. I mean, some of it involves skips, so I just want to focus on the last part. I'm gonna turn this down for a second. Mainly, I want to do falling and failing, because doing 4 towers and then immediately losing all of my progress would be unfortunate. I also want to do table flipping and eternal suffering. This is the main thing that I'm going to be focused on. But I also kind of forgot about Tower of Tramps, so I'm going to have to do that one as well. Let me add that to the list, actually. Do I want to do that one immediately? I think I want to have some fun. So I'll put Tower of Traps after falling and failing, because I like falling and failing. Also, I could do this in the practice game, but there's no music, so I'm just going to use boost items if anything goes wrong. I don't need to get actual completions, this is more leaning towards like wall jumping. The only reason I did it fully legit in the Forgotten Ridge is because I hadn't completed them yet. I think I've gone too far. The Tower of Traps is up there, and falling and failing. Also, I forgot to get chat up, but at least I realized that before anyone actually spoke in chat this time. Can't believe I announced when I'd start streaming, and then streamed early. Anyway, let's do this one. This one is a very important one to practice because I want to make sure that I don't end up falling and losing basically everything. Because like high jumping that isn't going to work. Oh wait, I was checking my FPS, not my... okay. Just want to check something. Yeah, everything seems right. It's safe if I fall here. But there aren't many places that are actually safe to fall. Also, I'm not meant to go this way. Yeah, because otherwise I die. See, because that could have been the actual Tower Rush run. Tower of Deep Darkness also has some problems, but that's only if I end up doing something stupid. I think it would be fun to actually do this legit. Although I do not like this jump. I'll make the decision when I'm there. Because I've already used skips in some of the Tower Rushes, I think. Oh yeah, I skipped the GBJ section in Tower of Rage. But I'll do it legit for now. Yeah, that is not like high jumpable. So like, if I fail, I'm just dead. It might take a while for anyone to join because I don't usually stream at this time, and also the last 2 streams I've done have been basically garbage. I don't want to oversaturate my streams with stuff that, like... I don't want to oversaturate my streaming with just, like, all of the grinding and stuff. Yeah, just go down this way. Floor 1 is probably the most dangerous. And floor 10, but floor 10's not hard. Not that floor 1 is, but yeah. I guess falling here would be pretty bad. Okay, that was not where I was trying to land. It's that whole thing about not doing skips. Hey. But like, yeah, all in all, I just want to make sure that I'm able to actually do this tower rush by the time I get to it. I'm not practicing the Ring 3 tower rush, though. Because apparently... Because I've already completed the Obelisk of Heights and Depths like 6 times, and it's also very forgiving. So really, it just comes down to time. That's solid. They're all solid? I still get to use healing items, of course. Oh, they made it visible. I thought it was a curved platform. Also, apparently this is now, like, way slower. That is so much easier. I've seen what the speed run for this tower looks like, and it's insane. I almost fell. Oh, it's safety netted. That was not expected. I wonder if... No, that wouldn't work. Oh, shit. Well, so apparently this is, like, fully solid. Imagine I could go into the Legacy event and obtain it. Like, even now. I don't think it would work. I mean, normally it doesn't work like that, but if it could, that would be a solid item that you could use. Should be a bit overpowered. Granted, I don't think it would work like the flashlight where you can lodge with it. No, it's this section. This is where all of my healing items are gonna go. Well, that's embarrassing. Alright, well, I've seen what it looks like now, I can go quickly. Oh yeah, by the way, as for the badge hunt, I have actually... As for the 120,000 badges, I have been collecting some more. I don't know how much I'm at currently, but I can do a count of it at the end of this stream. Also, if you've checked the description, you'll see there's a little bonus challenge that I'm doing. If I do this fast enough, I want to all jump Tower of Cruel Punishment. Because it's also one of the 113 badges. But yeah, I just want to make sure mainly that this one's safe, but also Tower of Traps is a good one to look at. Because this could end up being a good example of a run I had to reset. And the thing is, if I make it this far in and fail, I will probably just end stream and try again another day. Because I'll have to do all the beginning towers again, on top of what comes after, which would probably take a while. Like, on a good day, it could still be like 3 or 4 hours. On a bad one, it could be a lot longer than that. For fuck's sake! Well, here we go. If necessary, I will cheese. I think floors 1, 2, and 3 are the only floors that can actually cause problems. I can still die. I'm not used to actually being, like, capable of dying in these. Maybe I should have made a better... I think I probably should have made a better thumbnail for this instead of... I probably could have made a better thumbnail for this instead of starting stream so early. In fact, yeah, I could have made a better thumbnail for this instead of starting stream early, but I don't think that's the reason no one's watching. It's because I'm not interesting. I almost walked off. It's probably just, like, I don't know, there hasn't been much time. Either way, I am hoping that streaming more often results in me actually getting more viewers. Because I want people to enjoy my content. That's already used up. 100 health is enough to go through all of this, I think. Good luck doing that damageless. Pass to me trying to work out how. That's also dangerous. Because there's no way I clip through that. I do not trust that as a jump. I don't really have healing items. I decided I'd get this out of the way early. I might even do a second stream today of just, you know, more badge AFKing, although I might not even be AFK for it. My goal for today is not just to do all of this practice, but also to get ready for... to get up to 30,000 badges. Not like 30,000 in a day, I only need to collect about 6,000 today, as opposed to the 16,000 I collected yesterday. Man, I suck at the kill regs. Well, look who's learning. Oh no, it's this room. I need a button, right? And of course, there's loss. No button required. Also, yeah, no, this is loss. Okay, so I need to check like what path I can take here. That works, and I'm not gonna remember it. I could look up, but I probably won't see anything. Okay, well, jumping damages me, and not jumping also damages me, so... I think I went the wrong way. Nope! I will never doubt myself again. Also, without healing items, that's actually really nasty. Is this necessary? Things are going well. I might need to actually practice this one a little more just to make sure it's fine. But given that that floor's netted, that floor's perfectly fine, most of the floors are fine. Not all of them, but I just need to not walk off the edge for those ones. It's usually that simple. But sometimes simple isn't enough. I even saw that I couldn't do that, and I still did. Okay, that was incorrect. Isn't there something up here? Ah. It's been a while since I've been on this floor. Oh no. Oh my god, it's only floor 6. Please stop. Ah! Also, one thing that's funny, like, I'm in the Ultra Hard Badge List Discord server. Okay, that wasn't the joke, but I couldn't speak for a second. So, I've said a few times that my first badge that I'm doing is the 120,000 badge, and whenever anyone replies to that, they're always saying, like, you really shouldn't do this, it will take years. And I am a bit surprised when they say years, but things are going to get harder. Thing is, there's only one 12,000 badge game. There used to be a 40,000 badge game. It got deleted. Can I actually just do this? I don't want to do it like this. It's so slow. Final floor? What the fuck? I only fell from like 50 studs. I've never had that happen before. I'm gonna need to remember that. Clip that. I don't understand clip that. Does Twitch livestream footage just not save? Because I'm assuming that's what it... Wait, no, you can save like the last 100, the previous 100 hours or something. Well, maybe it's just so you don't have to go back and find it. Might as well use this. Don't accidentally use bootleg coil. Oh, it's can't collide true. This is actually... Why is it can't collide true? I want to make sure I'm full on I want to make sure I'm on full health for this. Otherwise I'm going to end up doing something stupid. I don't remember that at all. Let's go the whole way around. I really shouldn't have done that. I'll count it. It's good enough. Hooray! The last jump I failed because I was messing around and failed the last jump. Lol, I got one. I love when people complain that someone uses boost items. It's so hilarious. I've already completed the towers. I see it as like it's fine to use. Oh wait, they started indicating. I don't remember if this was like visible before. Have they made Tower of Traps easier? I can see the platform, but only barely. Yeah, it extends the whole way. I think you're meant to see that one though, and you can't see this one. But the way I see it, okay, maybe it's a little annoying if someone, I don't know, spams boost items or something. Maybe it's a little annoying if someone, like, uses boost items to every tower or something, I don't know. But doesn't this, like... yeah. No. I'm not doing this legit. It can, like... just because, like, this tower sucks. There is something to do with this. That's King Clyde false. Or not. Okay, I don't get it. But, like... I think even if, okay, what, like, someone uses a boost item for their first completion, I don't know, but the thing is, if someone's already completed a tower, there should not be a problem with them beating it in any way they want after that. As if it's a problem that they can beat it in any way they want before that. As long as you beat the tower legit... as long as you beat the tower legit once, I think it's perfectly fine to do whatever you want. And to be honest, it's probably fine to do whatever you want anyway. I got my head stuck in the invisible platform. The game can be played how you want to play it. I don't know why, like, I think I've just fallen into another thing to rant about, but I have literally nothing else to talk about, so... this is all I have. There we go. Okay, which ones are real and which ones are fake? Okay, yeah. Wow. I don't know, like... I feel like at this point, like, using boost items to complete a tower almost comes off as, like, some sort of, like, bait for elitists and toxic players. I'm gonna try keeping my window open for a bit so I can actually, like, not boil. Holy shit! Fortunately, I don't think this is loss, because that platform isn't shorter. Okay, that was not as strong as I thought it was. Wait, what? So, that isn't a conveyor, normally. But in Weird Nostalgia it is. What? Oh, I walked off. God, I can't with them. The fucking invisible platforms I keep hitting my head on. I really did put myself in a bad situation to have to practice these towers. Let's get myself back to where I was. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with this tower, of course. Like, and that's what I'm trying to do. Because this tower genuinely fucking sucks. I'm on the green floor of that one section that literally everyone skips. I should probably skip it as well because I don't understand it. Wow. Gameplay! I can't believe that a tower with this genre ended up being one of my favorites. Ow! Ow, my nose. It's very itchy. I hate tower traps. I don't think I ever played this enough to remember that it is my least favorite tower. Yeah, there's that. Oh, it was real. Did they get rid of the... no. I mean, what was the point? So this is the section that basically everyone skips, I'm pretty sure. Not sure if it's as skippable as it used to be. So, is it real? Apparently. I despise this tower, like, I don't know why. Also, I'm aware I'm using boost items, but this is just practice. I've already beat this tower legit before. Wait, is that the section that everyone skips? Oh shit! I forgot about that. God damn it. I was hoping I could use it to get up. Actually, I can. Oh wait, no, because it doesn't actually go all the way back up, does it? Ah, fuck it. Got it. So yeah, this is the section everyone skips. I mean, it probably just looks like a maze of those things. Anyway, which one's the conveyor? Yeah, there it is. Invisible platform. Followed by an exposure to an outside section that I'm pretty sure does have something going on with it, but I don't remember. Tower of Traps really is the tower that would make a long path outside and do nothing with it. Is there anything wrong with the live stream? I need to check. Items, if anything. Items, if anything. It doesn't seem that bad. Although I think my mic is a bit loud and I forget how much background audio there is. Like, I'm just hearing that. I actually don't know how to explain what I'm hearing. But like, there's just this background audio sound. I think it might be the computer, but I'm not sure. I might actually need to make myself quieter and make the music louder. There we go, that should be better. Basically, like, I'm not sure how to stop that, like, background audio and stuff. Well, shit. I'm resetting. For the love of... Alright, there we go, I'm back up to the top. This is going so badly. Like, I probably should have tried to do this differently. Pretty sure that's, like, apparently one of the first buttons ever added to a tower. And it can randomly deactivate. Oh no, it's this floor. This floor takes forever to do. That seems like enough to make it over there. I wonder if I could use that to skip something. So yeah, things seem to be doing okay for now. This is the dumbest strategy I think I've ever had. But it works. Oh yeah, this is just tight ropes. Wait, what's the point of that? Strange. Alright, let's keep going. I swear, if this live stream is somehow... If this live stream manages to be outperformed by the AFKing for Legacy Badges live stream, it's fine. Why? Great, which one's a real? I have no idea, so I'm just gonna do it that way every time. Get ready. Wow. It's not a conveyor, and I... Why? Just an outline stud. Mid towers removed from ring 1 for lag. Any confusion? Yeah. Wonder if... Yeah, I was thinking like, I needed a second to say, like, screen punching is the only... speedrun Tower of Impossible Expectations first. What? Well, I'm assuming it's this one. Who made this tower? I just always know that it's this player. Wait, I recognize that name. This tower called Tower of Traps. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, this. You can look at it later. Oh yeah, also fun fact. See it? Yeah. I don't like that. Hi! I'm practicing the towers. I'm probably gonna do a full run of Tower of Traps as, like, practice. Yeah, cause, like, there's a reason I'm using boost items right now. That being the reason. Like, I need to use boost items for a bit before I actually go for a full run, because I don't want to be, like, killed instantly because the game just decided to do something like that to me. Also, I am not doing well here. Shit. Okay, that's reset worthy. Good enough. Okay, now I do this, and I go up again. I made a mistake. Okay, well, it's fine. There's a very big net here. I can scale this, actually. It doesn't take much, and I will just save 20 health by doing it. That was close. Basically, I just need to make it to the final floor one more time. Or second last floor. I knew something would go wrong. Doesn't this have, like, a really annoying, like, stick out? I think it does. It's been a while since I've seen it, though. I remember being up there for the first time or something. I don't remember it too well, though. I am considering going back to that game. But I'm not... I don't think I'm quite ready to go back. I do kind of want to, though. I am streaming more often, so it actually might be something I can do soon. But yeah, no, with me now trying to stream more often, I might actually be able to play modded again. Now, fun fact, I'm actually... What is this? Oh. Fun fact, I'm actually required to... Okay. So, fun fact, I'm required to do a cube combination because one of the 100... I'm looking into a game called the Ultra Hard Badge List. It contains 113 of the hardest badges on Roblox. They're not quite the hardest, like there are technically badges harder than Tower of Cruel Punishment, but it's got a lot of cool badges on it. Right now I'm trying to get 120,000 legacy badges, which is going okay. But turns out, one of those badges is to get the 100,000 cube in cube combination. Now, I think there's a good chance that someone already has it and they can just hand it to me so I can get the badge and then I can just leave the server and whatever. Though I'd actually have to find someone with that badge who trusts me. Or I could just show them my design for an easy way to give people number cubes, while also removing any chance they have of destroying the items. Because I actually do have a design for it. It's just a series of stone door walls connected together. Like, you connect a bunch of stone door walls together, and I think you end with a stone window wall and block off the exit. And so the player, you can easily drop the item in there, and you can also stop the player from doing anything stupid because they won't be able to when stuck in the box. They can get out, but it takes a while. Either way, I think that most of the difficulty in that badge would either be spending months making the cube myself, weeks getting other players to help me make it, or probably just days trying to find someone who already has one. I do like how cube combination does a bunch of things. Oh no, 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 no! Well, that was a complete waste. I do like how cube combination made towers, like, more useful with, like, having a lot of items in them. It's like they used to be basically useless. I am planning on playing public servers. I was thinking of revisiting things like the item removal challenge, but for modded cube combination, because in that game you have more options, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's better to just do more casual games of cube combination again. Modded cube combination, of course. I am gonna have to get used to the game again. But I think for the 100,000 cube, the best option I have is finding someone who has already made one. I feel like everything that's happening right now, like, things are falling apart. I don't even know how I fell there, which is really unfortunate, but I just couldn't climb. But I can go back. I didn't need to do a third one, that was just a waste of health. Okay, so for some reason it works if you climb at an angle. What the... Is that Can Collide false? That is true, I did get a lot, but I think most of that was from my tutorials, because, like... When someone first plays cube combination, they're probably going to wonder what all of the recipes are, so I realized, like, if I make a video explaining, like, the recipes in the game, it will help a lot of people, and also I'll get a lot of views. I think a lot of what the game is, you know, about not just fighting and making stuff, but also actually learning the recipes. You don't get stronger each time you play the game, you just learn, which I think... I kind of like the concept that... I mean, other games do it, but I think the thing I like about the game is because you just learn more over time. Modded cube combination takes that to another level with things like the laser gun. Okay... Actually, yeah, I can just copy this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. These should all be real. Oh, here's the jump that I disliked. Wait, no, this isn't bad. Oh, now it is, yeah. Tilting platforms and 2 stud stickouts, and there were 3 of them. Back when I did this, it was quite a mean jump to do. I might be able to find some time for a cube combination modded stream. But that is on top of practicing... Oh! Okay, that's just... I don't know if you can make chlorophyte. I think it just drops from the... I forget the name of the boss, but I think it only drops from that poison boss or something. Okay, that's just death. hopefully... Let's do this. But yeah, no, I think I will need to find some time in which I can do like a modded live stream. Ah! So let's move on to the next stream. Let's move on to the next tower. Alright, I will do one attempt at the tower just to see if I remember everything. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that bonus Tower of Cruel Punishment. Oh yeah, Ragnar, yeah. I remember that name now. It's one of those things where, yeah, I can't remember it, but I will recognize it. I don't remember what the use of... okay. I don't remember what the use of Chlorophyte armor is, because usually I just get like Blossom leggings and then Steel armor later on. Because I'm not sure how good Blossom leggings are, but I feel like it's a very good thing to start with because it requires an enrichment cube to make, which means, I mean, the armor must be good. Because I can just keep that and then wait a while before I make eventually make Steel. I could make a guide for that game, but I think I'm kind of like past tutorials for this. If I am to make another tutorial though, I might make one for that thing I mentioned where you can give people number cubes safely. Because I understand a lack of trust in that game, and I feel like trust would get even more lacking as you have like rarer and rarer stuff. Because like, you might be able to, I don't know, trust someone with like a plate cube or something, but you can't trust them nearly as much with a, I don't know, 65536 cube. I don't even remember if it was 65536, okay. See, like, this is the problem. I don't like this tower because it sucks. It's just traps, and not good ones. There was another tower that was similar, but... because, like, it's not that this is a bad concept, because, I mean, technically... I mean, in theory, the concept sounds really bad. And in practice, it was done really bad. But there was actually a tower that took the same concept and actually did it really well. The tower got removed from the game, but... I mean, the owner did a bunch of fucked up shit, apparently. Or the creator of the tower, yeah. I did like the tower, and I like that I did get to actually play it. I think it's probably still, like, out there, but... I mean, I don't need to play it again. It was just fun to play once. I think the reason I like it so much is because of how unique it was. It had traps, but they were, like, they weren't just, like, they were still unindicated traps, but they didn't result in you losing all your progress. So the tower went more some sort of, more leaning towards, like, the unexpected happening more than just it being straight up rigged. If I can make it to floor 5, I think that's good enough. I feel like I'd probably be able to stream a lot of things more than I can stream, like, Ito. I just don't feel like I can stream Ito as much, because it's like, I have to be focused and it's very skill-based and stuff. I mean, cube combination's skill-based, but not in the same way, it's more relaxed. Which is why I've ended up streaming 6 hours on it before. I think the problem with games like Cube Combination is, like... eventually I just stream it too much. and I get tired of playing it. I think I bounced there. That could be a problem at some point. Which is why I should approach it sideways. But like, this tower genuinely sucks. Apparently there was actually a revamp made for this tower, and it got rejected. And like, I will never understand why. Like, this tower could have been made actually playable, and it got rejected for some reason. Alright, someone wants to be spectated. I think they're doing it. Yes, I have done Tower of Keyboard Eating. I think I've done almost all the Ring 1 towers. That. The only one I haven't done in Ring 1 is Thanos Tower. There are a bunch of areas where there are just singular towers that I haven't done, usually the Soul Crushing. Ring 2 is actually one of the only exceptions where I have actually done the Soul Crushing. Which means the only tower I haven't done here is Tower of Big Hole, which is only like hard difficulty. Because I just never bothered to do it. I'm glad that's not King Clyde Falls. Anyway, I did it. I made it to floor 5, and that is good enough for me. But I'm gonna keep going to see if I can do the rest of it. I basically just need to be familiar with all these traps, and then I can completely, like, delete them from my memory afterwards. Like, I am gonna have to forget all of it. I'm gonna have to forget all of this once I'm finally done with it. But hey, once I do that tower, I'm finally free from Tower of Traps. I thought I was already free from this tower, but I don't think it was even that bad when I first did it, even though I didn't really... I don't think I actually practiced this before I beat it. Maybe I saw like a video tutorial or something, but usually I don't do that. Although most towers aren't like this. Wow, I wonder where I'm going. Wait, where am I? There we go. I remember when I was in Tower of Orienting Oscillating Opinions in Ring 7, when I was doing the monthly challenges, I mentioned something to do with the fact that I had played Just Shapes and Beats a lot, and how I managed to get S rank on every single level before I think a certain update came out. I think at the time, like, I got all S ranks after an update came out that included, I think, the song Fox, and that was basically as much as I had done. What if I can turn it like this? I mean, this is really slow, but it's not nothing. It's working. There we go. But it turns out that one of the 113 badges is to play a recreation of Just Shapes and Beats on Roblox, and it just so happens that that badge involves getting S rank on every single level. Unfortunately, Just Shapes and Beats ended up eventually having a hardcore mode update, where everything is way harder. So, if I had to get S rank on all the hardcore stages, I probably wouldn't stand a chance. So, I mean, hopefully I don't have to do the hardcore mode. Because, I mean, hopefully it isn't in that game. I should probably get to doing that one quickly, because eventually they'll add it. It is one that I actually do fear. There is also a rhythm game one that isn't just shapes and beats. It's the 4-note, like, it's the sort of 4-note one. You know, kind of like this. I used to play that and that kind of gameplay a lot. I actually almost managed to complete... what was it? I almost managed to complete Robeats once, which would involve getting... I think I got an A rank on the third hardest song, the third highest ranked song in Robeats, although that song mostly involves just spamming. I don't think the spamming was even that coordinated, it really is just mostly spamming. I mean, I just need to look at things that actually exist. Like, the fake answers are usually things that I've never heard of and just don't exist at all. Because, like, I don't think that's actually a tower. Oh wait, was there... I think I once saw an iceberg video or something, and it referenced this. Now it's like an actual thing. Okay, hold on. This reminds me of, like... So I think the pattern is just back and forth, yeah. Approach this at an angle. And now I think best is just to line this up. Damn it, my code! I should probably do that. There we go. Maybe I can remember it. Ah. A. Real ones don't write down the code. I mean, to anyone who speedruns this tower, why? It really is. I'm probably late to seeing that, but this really does suck. I've spent quite a while practicing this to make sure I actually know where the tramps are. I actually haven't been to floor 10 yet, because I kind of failed somewhere. I don't even remember where. Oh wait, no, I was at floor 10, but I failed something. Oh yeah, I walked off or something. No, I made it past this point. I still don't know what that's for. I think you can move it. Is it meant to be a spinner? Have taken too long, the spinner broke. Oh yeah, I turned sideways and just slipped off. Well, there we go. Ah, they move! Like, it's gonna be crazy, because for the 113 badges, I'm gonna have to learn everything, even though like 20 of the badges are parkour. Why? Every time. They could have just had like a hidden gap at the end. I think screen punching had something like that. wall hop. I am not doing this. Okay, let's just go around the back. Hey! And that's another one done. That tower is basically ready for the tower rush. I know how to play it, I know what to avoid. So that's those two done. The next two towers I'm going to be practicing are not those two. The reason I picked these two is just because that one kills you, that one is just unfair. Now I want to look at these two because obviously I should practice the intense and remorseless and maybe wacky strategy. Wait, yeah, it's down this way. Just gonna skip advanced. I think I can actually just do table flipping without practice here. I should be fine for this one. There is a section at the end of floor 9 that does concern me though, which is the section of like the 0.1 studs. I don't think I ever failed that section, maybe I failed it once. But like, it just doesn't feel right. I think there is a trap in this tower involving floor 2. And one of its, like, yeah, that. No, because it launches you. So I guess it isn't a trap, it's just weird. Okay. There was a trap here. So, I guess I was right about there being some sort of trap in this area. It just wasn't where I thought it was. I forget this tower actually does have a lot of traps in it as well. Falling platforms and unmarked conveyors. The cyan floor especially. I haven't been to any floor, like, in this tower in a while, except maybe floor 1. That's actually a pretty mean jump. Actually, it's not that bad, but it just feels weird. Actually, all of this gameplay feels weird. What is going on? Why is it just the Christmas music? Was it like the default music and like the devs just forgot to change it back? I think that's honestly feels even funnier than just they picked the Christmas music. It's actually the Christmas lobby music. Okay, that was an easy floor. The thing is, this tower is also extremely short. So much so that it could probably kick you just like Tower of Nice Views does. I still don't understand how Tower of Nice Views can be done in under 5 minutes. It really, especially since the beginning, takes quite a while. It just doesn't feel like one of those towers that should be completable in that amount of time. Like maybe 7, but not 5. Wait, how did I do that? That jump looks so weird to me. Okay, and the stairs are fake? Yep, I remember it! Okay. So this is where things get a little bit mean. I am likely to fail on this floor, by the way. By the way, it's all a conveyor. This entire side of the floor is a conveyor. I remember failing this once, because I didn't realize it was all a conveyor. Does that mean who would? What kind of maniac would expect that? Or make it? Is that real? Yeah, it's real. Okay, it's one of these. I don't know why these are like everywhere in this time period. Shouldn't have jumped like that, but it's fine. Wait, is this? Oh my god, it's here. I thought it was in this tower. Okay, I've done this floor before. Shouldn't be a problem, except for the fact that I'm not really safety netted this time. Granted, I wouldn't call what I had last time much of a safety net. So, no, you can't skip it. That. I think I might have bounced off that once. I don't know, someone definitely bounced off it. I always hated bar ladders because if you angle yourself even slightly, you can just be shoved off of it. Wait, what? Wait, if... so... Okay, now I'm really confused. In Weird Nostalgia, you have to do it backwards. Okay. Also, what's with the invisible platforms? Oh, it's a present location, I think. Oh yeah, that's like a platform for a present. It has to be. Okay, so this is, yeah. This is probably one of the most detailed OOs in the game. What even is this? It's like those platforms from the Mario games. I have to question, like, the architecture or, like, design of this entire tower, because, like, what is going on half the time? I think Tower of Table Flipping has to be one of the most uniquely designed towers, just for how unusual it is. Oh god. I almost fell there. I can't trust a single thing with this. Like, if I land on a platform like that, I have to hold jump just to make sure I don't end up getting conveyed or something. I can't wait for this to be like... that is probably my least favorite, like, Roblox physics-based thing. When you hit your head on something and you just slide off to the side. I can make it back there in 3 minutes. And I will make it back there in 3 minutes as well. I can make up for that ridiculous fail. But, like, I really have to ask why this tower was made. It's not that bad. But, like, it's still so weird. I'm worried of how high those head hitters are. Okay, I got one of those little, like, truss bounce things or whatever. I shouldn't do that because I might hit my head or something. I mean, I can see the wall hop opportunity here, but it's a bad idea. Kinda like all my ideas. I think I almost missed that, and I would not have gone back legit. I also almost fell off there. I need to make sure I never fall too far from a tower, because I think it is actually possible to GBJ in a lot of these towers if you fall too far. It's interesting that that was actually kept the same. Alright, I think I'm one floor away from being back to where I was. I kinda like the idea of turning streams like this into a video, but I think I should only focus on like the tower rushes and stuff. What the? Okay, do it sideways then. I'm back. Almost. I made it back. Yeah. You're not supposed to head hitter that. That's actually horrible. I forget what this maze does to me. Like, this maze's got something going on, right? Nope, it's perfectly normal. Oh, and then they just give me one of those. Followed by another one of the head hitters that just makes me slide off. Wait, hold on. I think this video and this live stream is close to doing better than the 6 hours of AFK badge farming. Ah, I'm almost there. Welcome to Fin Stud Hell. I don't remember how many fin studs are on this floor, but I know that there are some at the end. Yeah, this floor is fin stud hell. Oh, and here's a nice view. I'm gonna have a drink of water. I think there might have been a secret involving this. I don't remember if you could get here into Tower of Deep Darkness or something. Wait, hold on, it's not wide enough for the pattern to work. Or maybe that's intentional. It is interesting, actually, that this this floor does have its own theme. It's just unfortunate that that theme is, well... This is the part that I had a problem with. The end of this floor is very interesting, but my biggest problem is this part. I don't understand how this is in an intense tower. Alright. Ah! Okay, it worked. It works. So I can't just do that. That's the main reason I came here to practice this tower. This is why I should never use shift lock on fin studs. Using shift lock on fin studs is a recipe for disaster. Now, how am I gonna keep going about this? Line it up. Good enough. I'm not gonna risk tapping it, because I will just die if I try that. There's so many things that feel weird about this. Like, that's a 2-stud, I'm pretty sure. That could have gone poorly. I'm through most of the difficulty now. A lot of the difficulty on this floor is probably just supposed to be about the spinner, which I can just heal, tank. Oh yeah, no, I can just tank the spinner, basically. Or dodge it. And I did it! Don't make me use the fucking... I think I might have to use the wall hop skip. Wait, it's going. We did it! Yeah! Oh. Whoa! Okay, that is definitely a first completion. I mean, who would complete it twice? Hey! Well, there's only one tower left to practice. Oh, I had the code the whole time? I remember it. So, Tower of Eternal Suffering. I'm actually supposed to be using a practice game for this, but I am now here. What I need to make sure is that this tower does not take me an hour to complete, but only takes me about 30 minutes at most. Now, there's a lot of kill bricks in this tower, which is immediately good because it probably adds to some of the difficulty, which means I can just use healing items and negate that difficulty. Yeah, as for the climbing in spots like that, I'm gonna need lower FPS, so I'm just gonna need to change it mid-run. It's either that or like... I forget what I'd even call it, ladder jumping. Because ladder jumping does not seem like a good idea here. So yeah, usually just go to 60 FPS, go here. No, that's actually just gonna do that. Okay, so I think I just have to hold jump. I could probably just practice this the standard way instead of having to like... You know, I don't think Tower of Cruel Punishment all jump is off the table yet. I could still do it. But I kind of don't have any music for it. So it's kind of going to be silent when I do it. I really don't like that. But if it works, it works. I'm only gonna have to do this tower like one more time, hopefully. Another nice thing about this tower is it is short. Or at least the first few floors are short. It's kind of like Tower of True Skill in a way. That's probably why I did this as my second Remorseless. It's because, you know, it feels similar to Tower of True Skill in its kind of design. Which meant it wasn't too different to move on to this. Tower of True Skill got trusses and more kill bricks. Actually, Tower of True Skill has one truss in it. Wait, does it just have one? That's actually kind of funny if Tower of True Skill only has one truss in it. Alright, so I think I'm ready to do this tower in the Tower Rush. Because, like, I'm doing a good job here. Oh, gosh. What is this? It seems I've become too confident. I was not ready to witness whatever the hell this thing is. I think once I did try to, like, learn how to, like, lag high jump up there instead of doing whatever that was. I mean, for good reason, it sucks. Looks like I might need a healing item for this floor. Oh wait, no, this floor has safe spots. But I am gonna ignore them. Like, there are some towers that aren't worth confirming damageless, because even if they're possible, why would anyone do this? Not like this tower is actually possible damageless, because things like that. My nose keeps getting really itchy. I remember, like, when that classic event 2024 was going on. Oh yeah, there's a skip here. I usually don't do the legit path. At least I don't think. I am on very low health. I should probably use the infinite, okay. I'm just gonna use the infinite healing things, because they're better than using the ones that are more finite and faster. Granted, I don't think this is a scenario I'm gonna need to heal too much, except for the conveyors. Where are the conveyors? There they are. I haven't played this in a while, but I still remember it. I also remember that there's a massive skip on floor 10. Well, that was easy. Collidable, like, can collide through kill bricks when dealing with spinners can be one of the best or worst things ever. But usually the best. Oh yeah, they have a little maze here for some reason. If something doesn't have an explanation, it's probably just loss. Although that time it wasn't loss. Still losing my mind over the fact that Tower of Falling and Failing had loss in it. It's pretty fast. Then again, most of the difficulty will come from the final floors. What? No! No! I heard the music and I was thinking, oh, Tower of Traps, and then... Great. I forget that it wasn't just Tower of Traps. The entire ring took it as a concept to just add traps to towers. I don't think you can make fake versions of that. Like, I forgot this was just a concept that happens. Oh yeah, also this is when the traps start and there's like no traps. Oh. So like, do I go there? Like, I don't want to accidentally die here. The whole thing looks safe. And it is. Whoa, these are some totally normal looking platforms. Oh no. Okay, they're actually slightly more unstable than I thought. Still not quite on the same level as Tower of Hopeless Hell. Oh, they were all like that. I didn't think the one stud would be like that, but... You know, well, there it goes. I think there's only like one sudden conveyor in this entire, like, tower, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, good luck ever doing that damageless. See, like, things like that are the reason why you should never see if it's possible to even get here damageless, because even if that was possible, no one's ever gonna do it. And no one ever should. Oh, I remember this place. I constantly fell back here. I think in my completion, or at least attempts at Tower of Eternal Suffering, I fell back here constantly. Although that also means that I've played it a lot, so internally I probably know how to do something like this. So I think I've got a pretty good chance here of doing this. I am low on health and I need to keep track of that. Oh yeah, isn't there like an outside section? I barely remember the floor 9 outside, but it is a thing. Everyone remembers the floor 2 outside, or actually it's floor 3. But no one remembers the floor 1 outside. Or not the floor 10 outside. Man, I sure wonder what this inconspicuous platform is. Oh. Oh no, I hate this jump. Because it's all a conveyor, but you still have to land on that. It's actually one of the meanest jumps. Okay, yeah, so just having yourself shoved up against that wall allows you to jump to it. These look less like actual platforms and more like those things that are underneath falling platforms. Like the little despawners. They're not despawners, but oh my god. So many of them. I'm gonna accidentally equip a boost item. How long has it been? It's only been an hour and a half. I could actually do Tower. I was planning on actually all jumping Tower of Eternal Suffering twice, but I mean, completing the tower is probably more valuable than 2 all jumps. So I'm just gonna complete it once and leave it at that. Oh, this spot's safe to heal. Good thing that one isn't King Collide through. I actually forgot to check. Although if it was, it probably wouldn't be going through a... Oh, it's going underneath. Could still come into contact and cause friction. I don't know. Yeah, I have a feeling this is not gonna push me up. Okay, it does, but... Well, that was really close, actually. Could I just, like, head hitter this? I don't want to try. This is, like, ridiculous. I feel like that just has, like, an extremely high chance to ragdoll me. But it really wouldn't. Oh, these aren't up against the wall. Wait, they are. How was I, like, clipping through them? Oh, they're not quite. Oh no, it's this floor. Oh. Wait, I think these are just normal long jumps, actually. But, like, I'm pretty sure these kinds of jumps were, like, basically begging to have flat sides. I'm going as fast as I can, because I don't want it to be a falling platform. Holy shit. I'm going as fast as I can, because I don't want it to be a falling platform. Proceeds to run into a conveyor. I love that kind of theme, where you try to avoid a trap, and accidentally run into one instead. Oh wait, I fell to this floor repeatedly. There's the outside section. Turns out it goes to floor 9, and starts at floor 8. I thought it was 9 and 10, not 8 and 9. Oh, this jump. Yeah, that jump's a little uncomfortable, because if you fall, you're gonna fall far. Oh yeah, this is just a long jump. That was the worst attempt I've ever had at a long jump. It's a really big long jump as well, actually. Like, I can't fully count it, but yeah, that's far. I think that is 12 stud. It's a little surprising that it's in here, actually, then. But I guess you can get 12 studs in Remorselesses. This is skippable, I think. Okay. Perfect. But risky. Definitely risky. I was setting up for if I was gonna, like, hit that, which, like, I was clearly not. Wait, doesn't this have a 12 stud jump in it or something? No, it has this. Ah. Oh, no, here it is. That jump has killed me once, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh. It's the spinners. I think the kill bricks are can collide true. They are not. Oh, this is actually not that bad. But I can barely see the platforms I'm actually trying to land on. Hurrah! Okay, for a second I thought I was about to step on a conveyor. You're at floor 9, you're pretty good at this, but get ready to fall off. I already fell off several years ago. But you know what? You can still do it again. Oh, it's this floor, fake platforms. At least they introduced you to it in a very harmless way. Instead of just introducing it with that. I think I remember seeing a video of someone failing here. But that was years ago. Back when Remorseless was actually still a pretty big deal. Okay, holy shit, holy shit. Why would they make that? Wow, what a normal looking platform. How am I gonna go about doing this? What was that? Wait, does it stop? It's not all the conveyor. God damn it, now I'm gonna fall. Okay, I almost missed twice. That's amazing. I'm just so skilled. To be fair, I am first trying of Remorseless. It's not as high Remorseless as Towering Pillars, of course, so it's not as, like, insane, which would explain my ridiculous fails on Towering Pillars. I have not had a good run on Towering Pillars before. Like, they've all gone horribly. Not tremendously bad, but still pretty bad. I like this music, even though I've probably never played the game. Well, here we go. Oh, did it. Yeah, so that end part is safe. And this is the only part of the tower where they introduce walkarounds. Not this part. I should probably actually be jumping those. I mean, like, I was literally doing 2-stud walkarounds when there is a half-stud walkaround here. Like, the tower thinks you're good, it doesn't think you're that good. Okay, final floor. Now, the funny thing about this floor... Now, first of all, that's Can't Collide False. Second of all, you can... I have no idea where. Oh, I think it's all the way up there. You can high jump and just kind of skip a bunch of gameplay. To be honest, not actually that much. Anyway, this is the final floor. I should read the sign. Take a break, you'll need it. No. You fool. The kill brick is actually a teleporter, just like in Tower of External's Insanity. But you don't get the checkpoint part. Oh no. I hate that jump. I failed it like twice before. I think I failed that jump like twice in a row before. Like, I just couldn't understand how to do it properly. I think I did approach it sideways first, then I tried approaching it forwards, and both times it just didn't work. That's horrible. I'm glad to be playing this tower. It reintroduces me to a style of gameplay that I'm probably never gonna have to interact with ever again. Like, half-stud, like, wall-hugging, half-stud wall-hugging wraparounds aren't really things that you find anymore. Granted, I haven't actually explored newer areas. Like, my understanding of modern towers is basically just Toyas. Wait, it's not even a lag high jump. Like, these things are really short. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it! I'm gonna make it! No! Hi. I'm doing it. It's gonna be funny for anyone who joins later into this stream and they're just like, why are you doing Tower of Cruel Punishment? That's not in Ring 2. I probably should do more practice towards the actual Ring 2 Tower Rush rather than Cruel Punishment, but I'm doing a good job here. It's just that, of course, one fail and I'm kind of doomed. There's some pretty nasty jumps in here. Hooray! I was thinking of checking the frame for the secret, but the thing is, there's no fourth secret. There is no fourth secret ever. Also, like, I don't even know why I'm aligning. What is that? They didn't get rid of it. It's still there. I wonder if the entrance to the secret boss fight is still a thing. Because, like, there used to be a secret boss fight you could do. Anyway, what's my time? Just past 20 minutes. Okay, so next goal, I'm gonna actually do a tiny bit of wacky strategy. First of all, I don't care about boost items. I'm gonna have them and I'm gonna use them. And the reason why is because I'm only doing the last 5 floors. Now, I'm actually not sure how I'm gonna clip into that without, like... Oh, I know how. I know exactly how I'm gonna get in. Because obviously, like, the wall hopping and stuff wasn't gonna work too well for me, but there is always a way. And this is my favorite way. So this is just a quick way to floor 10, which is a quick way to floor 20. Okay. So do that, and I can go to floor 10. I should probably deactivate my head collision instead of just immediately doing this, but I'm safe to do it anyway. Let's change my FPS to 60, so I can actually clip through this wall. Oh, I can cheese this. Oh yeah, also, even though... actually, I'm gonna show this off first. Also, I forget I don't do that. I forget what FPS is good for this. Also, I don't have head collision deactivated, so this is actually gonna be near impossible to do. I can only do this glitch when I have head collision actually activated. Well, I guess that was just a fucking lie. Anyway, here I am. I could actually complete this and completely confuse so many people as to how I did this in 2 minutes. But that's not the point. The point is I want to do the last 5 floors. Basically, these last 5 floors are the hardest in the Citadel, and they're the ones I care most about doing. Because I do want to actually do the Citadel legit. If I run into any complications, though, I will use the skips. I've also managed to prove that I don't need head collision deactivated to do the bounce, although technically that bounce wasn't strong enough to make it to the platform. I just used another item to get me there. Anyway, I just want to check to see if I can do these last 5 floors. I did them a lot in the past. I think it was like test number 11 or 12. I think it was test number 11, 12, or maybe even 14 that basically confirmed that I was allowed to skip these floors. Wait, no, it was an earlier one. I think the test I was thinking of was the one where I skipped, like, floor 20. I skipped, like, a lot of floors in that test. I think I skipped floors 1, 2, 3, 4. But I also skipped, like, 18 and 19 and 20. The main thing I was just trying to work out, I skipped basically everything. I skipped almost everything, so it was high risk, high reward. If I messed up, I would gain basically no information. The only reason it ended up like that is because I made some mistakes, and it resulted in me ending up doing more of the gameplay than I planned, or I think less of it. I had to skip more gameplay than I originally planned or something. I was not thinking there. Should have been more careful. But basically the main focus of the test was to see if it was possible to skip floor 20. I already knew I could, the question was if I was allowed to. Because if there's a checkpoint in floor 20, Damageless is basically over. But fortunately there wasn't, which means Damageless in Wacky Strategy is possible. This is why I practiced. I think you can tell that I only played the last few floors a few times. Given that these floors do kind of enter more, like, soul-crushing territory and stuff, it kind of makes sense. Like, these floors are meant to be extremely difficult. Which is also why you get given a giant safety net. Because the outside sections aren't actually that bad. There is a wall hop section that actually made me fall once, and that made me annoyed. Because the thing is, in my old tests, like, anytime I wanted to actually test this Citadel, for Damageless, I would always have to beat these last 4 floors, and they're the hardest floors in the Citadel, so basically I'd have to do the hardest part of the Citadel anytime I wanted to actually test anything with it. So eventually I ran what would be one of the most important tests, which would be, is there a checkpoint on the last 4 floors? The test basically involved me skipping the last 4 floors. Turns out there was not a checkpoint, which meant that every test after that point, I could skip the last 4 floors. Which basically made everything, like, a lot easier for testing. I mean, technically right now I am discussing checkpoint locations, which isn't allowed. Oh my fucking god. But, like, I don't know. I did it for Damageless, and also it's only a Remorseless, it's not that bad. Like, I'm not abusing it for other reasons. I'm only, I only did it so other people can actually do Damageless easier. Because it's that thing I mentioned before, where even if something's possible, it can still be ridiculously hard. Kind of like Tower of Really Nasty Ideas. Or, I think Tower of Peace is a good example. There's also, Top Hat. Like, some of these towers are just ridiculously difficult. So, like, even if they're possible, it might not even be worth it. But that's why I wanted to make this worth it. Technically, the Damageless route for Wacky Strategy feels a bit luck-based. It's probably more skill-based, but the skill involved kind of leans more towards being luck, because it's not something that even I understand fully. Anyway, you can see exactly why I've been why I needed to practice this section, because apparently I'm doing absolutely horrendous. Okay, I can't end that sentence properly. But I'm not doing too well at this. Even then, I think this stream has been a complete success. I've managed to do, in an hour and a half, Falling and Failing, Eternal Suffering, Tower of Traps, and Tower of Table Flipping, which was actually all of the stuff I was planning on doing. I kind of forgot about Tower of Traps until I started the stream, though. Like, it wasn't initially in the list of towers that I was gonna do. It does also say Tower of Eternal Suffering ×2, because I was planning on all jumping it twice, but somehow I ended up leaning more towards just completing the towers rather than all jumping them. Which is a little strange. Okay, that was really close. If things get a little bit desperate, there is a skip I can do on floor 10 that skips like a tiny bit of gameplay. And if things get really desperate, there's a skip I can do that skips literally all of the gameplay. I feel like I get asked this question a lot with like cube combination. But I do actually plan on playing it again sometime. The reason I stopped playing is mainly because like I played it so much that I kind of burnt myself out on playing it. Like I played it too much. Because when I made my entire channel about just playing cube combination for like streaming it like 6 hours a day, usually I think I averaged like 4 hours a day streaming just cube combination modded. Like I took it too far. I want to go back to that without ending up like taking it too far again. Because I've seen almost everything, but there's probably been some new stuff. What I will say is that even if I don't, because I do plan on playing it again, and since I'm streaming more often I actually can. What I will say though is, if I still, after everything I've said, don't get around to playing it, I will still 100% play it when Cube Combination version 3 comes out. Because I mean, that shit's hype. It will be awesome to see it finally come out after all these years. However many it's been, it's probably been like 2 or 3. I remember making that cube combination modded video. It actually did pretty well, especially since my editing for it probably wasn't that good. Like, I think I'm trying to do similar editing for things like my Tower Rush videos now. Speaking of Tower Rush videos, I actually need to edit those. The best chance I get to edit them is technically when I'm doing badge walks, but only if there's a conveyor. Most badge walks don't actually have a conveyor, which sucks. Okay, so basically I should mention, as I already mentioned before, I can, and a few minutes ago, like 8 minutes ago, literally did, skip to the final jump from the dropper. Now, I have basically so many reasons to actually want to do that skip, to go to the final jump and skip these last 4 floors, because not only are these floors extremely difficult, but they're also, it also contains this section. If you fail this section, you instantly die and lose all your progress, which is really devastating in the Citadel, and basically the worst thing that can happen to you in the Tower Rush. Because you are like probably 5 minutes of gameplay away, if you do well enough, from beating this, the Tower Rush. Basically, if you mess this up, you will very, very likely die, unless you somehow manage to item clip out with like the, I don't know, 1 second that you have. It's not hard, but remember, failing it is actually like the worst thing that can ever happen to you. And then, you know, there's this random spinning platform. But like, I have all the reasons in the world to skip that, but I'm planning on, you know, like, it wouldn't feel like a real Tower Rush completion if I didn't do the 1 section that risks you failing that Tower Rush. It's kind of like if you manage to skip the outside section of Tower of Impossible Expectations in Ring 1 Tower Rush. Like, you can't skip one of the most defining parts of a Tower Rush, being, of course, the 1 section where you're incredibly likely to lose it all. I should change my FPS for this. I've only ever done this jump with head collision deactivated. Like, actually only ever done it like that. Oh, someone beat... Oh. I thought that was like... Wait, did someone just beat... Okay, I'm so confused with the chat right now. I should probably play that one PTTT game again. So, I think, apparently, my main problem seems to be, floor 21. Or actually, it's floor 22, because that's 3, 4, 5, yeah. And now... I am gonna have to do some wall hops, and I don't like doing wall hops. Oh yeah, there is one other reason I'd actually want to skip these last 4 floors, and it's all because of one jump on floor 25. Genuinely, there is one floor on 25 that I despise. Basically, failing the jump means you either land on floor 24 if you're lucky. Failing the jump guarantees that you fall back to floor 21 and have to do the entire thing again. Minus the insta-kill section, you only have to do that once ever in your run. Of course, if you reset your run, you'll have to do it again. But that's obvious. Anyway, while I'm not a fan of alignment keys for wall hopping, I have had to use them. Plus, I used to use them for wall walking. Oh yeah, this is the old angled section. I feel like I remember this pretty well, but also have no idea what I'm doing. Even though, like, I have absolutely done this before, and it should all make a lot of sense. Like, I know this place. Then, you know, climb up that, that, and that. And I'm here. Welcome to the final floor. I like the music for this floor. Now, this jump. I hate this jump. It's deceptively difficult. It can't be skipped. Kind of. And if you fail it, you fall back to floor 21. Or 22. I think the best way I need to go about it is not turning, but rather just facing forwards and waiting for myself to climb it. And that's basically my main problem with the floor. Once I'm done with that, I'm safe. Mostly. I mean, I say that in the outside section, where falling could result in, you know, like an hour of progress lost. I think I'll consider my Tower Rush run to be good enough if I do the insta-kill section. Because it's not just about doing it legit, it's about choosing to do it legit when you have the option not to. And to be honest, I'm only going to choose to do it slightly legit. I need to have at least one completion of Wacky Strategy that is legit out of the 16 I've done. Because so far there's not a single one. Okay, well, I am not doing that again. I am skipping all of that. Let's go back to that floor. Actually, hold on. I have this. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm very lucky that was there. Okay, I was about here. I'll never be that big of a fan of wedge jumping. I think wedge jumping is like one of my least favorite things. Tower of Cold Hands holds that place like as the worst jumps in this game. There is also the conveyor jumps on Tower of Confusion. I really don't understand them. So basically, early on, you can basically, I think even here, you can just kind of wall hops, or black high jump skip, and it skips a certain jump that I was stupid enough to mess up once, being that one. The stupidity can stick around. I think last time I overshot it, so I wanted to make sure I wouldn't undershoot it. as a result, I just completely messed it up. Okay, no kill bricks. This has devolved into just me doing this. Anyway, it's only been about 2 hours. Actually quite relaxing, but I think I could still really go for Tower of Cruel Punishment. Even though it's a bit unnecessary. Thing is, there isn't much of a justification for me being this bad at wacky strategy when I've done it so many times. I mean, the only justification is that I actually skipped half the gameplay half the time. In fact, funnily enough, I've never done floor 9 or floors 8 or 9, ever. I think technically when the Citadel first came out, I did floors 8 and 9 on my way up to floor 10, and of course got the... I think I got the checkpoint, but I don't know if I ever made it to floor like 11 and 12. I think I gave up because of the really weird... Okay, that was extremely close. I should probably learn to walk off that instead of jump off it. I forget how to explain it, but basically, it's Tower of Impossible Expectations has this kind of thing that you have to push and then jump off. Like this long sort of plank. And it's one of the worst jumps in the tower. This Citadel has another similar version of it. It's actually way easier. Like, it's so much easier to do. It's basically free. Also, I like that there's just a little ladder here. It's the little things. Alright, also this is a lot funnier. Actually, I don't know if it's funnier when doing it with head collision deactivated, but you really can just slide in here. I'd rather not be pushed all the way out. Yeah, so, rule number 1. Wait, number 1, it's the final floor. So you can jump around there, it's actually not that difficult, but one of the things I might want to do for this is 60 FPS jump it. Now, it seems strange, but, you know, 60 FPS just has its way of doing things. I want to see if I can do this without, like... Yeah, that's a horrible idea, but with T-pose, if I allow myself to use T-pose... If I'm using healing items, I might as well use T-pose. You know what? The thing is, one of the things that confuses me is that I think through me playing the Citadel, I think the doorbell just rang, but I think there's other people in the house, so it should be fine. The thing is, like, people have... I've played this... Through me playing the Citadel, I think I've been mistaken for the final jump guy, like, 3 times or something? Maybe 4 times? Like, I don't know how it's happening. I think the only thing I can think of is... I think we have the same shirt, and we both have, like, eggs, but they have a different egg. I think they also had some sort of wings. Anyway, I might as well. Might as well. Yeah! That's for all the people who have mistaken me for the final jump guy. Oh yeah, I do need to do Tower of Big Hole. I'm not doing Tower of Big Hole. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to do a Tower of Cruel Punishment wall jump. At least not on stream. I think I'm done, because I've done basically everything. I am kind of tempted to leave Tower of Big Hole as my 120,000th legacy badge. Just because that brings more impact to it. I like the idea that the the last badge that gets me one of the 113 ultra hard badges is one that has me fully completing the entire region. I like that, but... Okay, where do I end stream? Oh, Sky Lobby. This works. Oh, that's actually a really nice view, I didn't realize that. Bye! Oh, it's safe. Wait, actually, hold on. Not for long. Yeah.